Hey guys, and welcome to my YouTube channel, Crackle on the Beat, with myself, Vicky, where I will be obsessing and addressing all things music. So if that is your kind of thing, then hit subscribe, like, share, all that jazz, and we'll get into it. So today I'm going to be dissecting the brand new single, 1 Foot, by the London-based singer-songwriter Greentea Peng. So the track dropped on the 29th of November of this year, prior to her upcoming album Tell Them It's Sunny, due to come out on March 21st, 2025, and her tour, which will be coming up in April and May of 2025. So Greentea Peng is what can only be described as an ethereal, urban and enlightened singer-songwriter and sometimes conscious rapper, channeling a liberated and spiritual and velvety swag. Greentea Peng is usually known to write songs that are positively enlightened, promoting good vibes and the highs and lows of life with a very nonchalant attitude. Some really good examples of those types of songs are tracks from her Man-Made album, which dropped back in 2021, with songs such as Make Noise, Ding-a-Ling, Meditation and Party Hard, as well as some other notable songs such as Who Man and Mr. Sun, which they're two of my favourites. She promotes very woke ideas and politically expressive, she's very politically expressive towards the state of our current world and society that we currently live in. However, this song, 1 Foot, carries a certain sorrow, frustration and an evocative darkness within. We can see this from the grey filtered artwork, the exhausted and sceptical lyrics within the track, which point towards a darker state of mind surrounding confusion, hopelessness, despair, but still in a very nonchalant but realistic and insightful manner. Greentea Peng is a very thought-provoking artist. She pokes at questions surrounding the ideas and concerns of setback, desertion and worry. For example, the driving lyric in the hook where she says, "Is it too late for me?" questions fear and worry to a certain degree in a subtle and cerebral and quite an uncomplicated manner. She kind of gets straight to the point of what she's trying to say with this track, 1 Foot. The one thing I find quite special about Greentea Peng and her writing is that the lyricism is sometimes very simple, yet they're very impactful and interconnected with humans and their emotions within the complications of the world, which are very real. I find sometimes, these types of sort of bohemian artists, dress things up a lot, and also, and although she is very spiritual and her lyrics are very beautiful, they're also just very clear cut as well, and she does it in such a special way. Greentea Peng expresses love, life, peace and the influence of power and greed in a very laid back tone and cool demeanour, which makes it very easy to listen to. Yet there is such a raw and very down-to-earth element that makes her music simultaneously very spiritual and enlightened and realistic to the urban confines of society. She's not your typical sort of hippy-dippy musician. She does it in such a cool, soulful and hip-hoppy way, changing the reputation that ethereal bohemian artists have. Greentea, it's kind of funny when I say this, but she's kind of too cool for school. And in 1 Foot, she really highlights the deeper elements that coincide with hard work, ambition, and the pressures of carrying positivity, and to be expected as such based on a certain image that you portray, or that she portrays. The track 1 Foot subtly expresses the inevitable waves of life, from hope to doubt, from light to dark, and right back to light again. She doesn't really seem to have one note of, everything is everything is sunny and positive, and she doesn't really go the other way of like everything is dark and full of sorrow. You know, she's very very balanced artist, very aware of her own emotions, and very aware of the world that she is currently living in, her personal life, and sort of the fame and everything that comes along with it. So in terms of her initial sound, it can be described as something you could probably mix lo-fi elements to, is what I take from it when I listen to her music. You could play it and sit back and enjoy it in like a coffee shop in Amsterdam. You could meditate to, but you know, you could also escape with in a very calming way. She is definitely a very fresh new artist that has more to offer than just a sort of beautiful bohemian aesthetic. You know, she's got a very raw, very down to earth, and very realistic personality, as well as sort of her initial aesthetic. Because usually when people, artists especially, are quite like have quite a bohemian element to them, you know, they're kind of expected to just be, you know, like that all the time, but she isn't. She's very, she finds it quite easy to sort of be vulnerable and to open up to her struggles, even though she is quite a positive person that promotes positive music. She's very, she doesn't shy away from showing the reality of what it's like to carry the darkness within the light. She really like crosses the bridge between urban and street to sort of ethereal and free, and she is slowly becoming one of the coolest artists in the scene. You know, some of her lyrics really resonate with me. I mean, especially the "Is it too late for me? Have you deserted me?" which is kind of like the main hook in the track, you know. And I think it's very important that an artist like Greentea Peng, an artist who is so enlightened and positive and you know, ethereal, like I have said many times, it's very important because it just shows the reality of what it's like to sort of carry that persona and the pressures that it puts on it, and the fact that, you know, she is human and that she does have these concerns as well, and she shows that through her art in like a very simplistic manner, but it is, you know, just one sentence, you know, "Is it too late for me?" You know, we all question that sometimes, you know, about certain parts of our life, and I think that that's something that she's doing in this song. She's not admitting defeat or anything, she's just asking the questions that we all ask ourselves, and that's one thing that I find so special about her. I actually saw her perform at Boomtown this year. I actually saw her also perform at NAS Festival as well, but there was something really special about her set at Boomtown. You know, it was after a heavy night of partying, and I just sunk back into her music, like slipping into a warm bath of you know, just being in her aura, and she put me into such a complete state of calm and contentment, and it was just breathtaking. You know, and one thing that I found really special as well is that she doesn't just talk about herself and her struggles, she talks about the struggles of the world, you know, the greed and, you know, the corruption and the disruption that can distort our hard work that we put into being just like happy, calm, good people. And she really highlighted that in such a beautiful way, especially when I saw her perform. I'll chuck a little video in here of her set at Boomtown. Check it out.
It's too late for me. I long for fun back again. That's just the comedy. Peace be a crazy notion. Someone sent me the portion of lotion.
So there we have it. Greentea Peng, 1 foot. That's a wrap. So what did you think? Did you like the song? Did you not like it so much? Let me know what you think. Comments and suggestions are always welcome. And let me know what you want me to review next as usual. But until next time, peace and Merry Christmas.